Here's a quick recap of our trip to Everglades National Park and Big Cypress National Preserve. We flew into Miami, picked up our rental car, and drove straight to Planet Fitness to shower, set up our bed, and sleep after a very long travel day. The next morning, we went to the visitor centers to grab some information so we could decide how we wanted to spend the next couple of days. We then drove over to Naples to meet my mom and two of my sisters for a late lunch, and then we headed back to Big Cypress National Preserve. We spent the late afternoon and evening hiking and exploring the area, and we even got to see a few gators. Once the sun started going down, we drove to the Oasis Visitor Center where we crashed for the night in our rental car. The next morning, we walked around a bit, and we were surprised by all the gators just hanging out in front of the visitor center. There had to have been at least half a dozen right by Tamiami Trail. From there, we drove to the Shark Valley Visitor Center and hopped on the first tram ride of the day. The tram tour was awesome, and our park ranger shared a ton of information about the park and the wildlife. And it was another great place to see a ton of alligators. Would highly recommend this tour. Absolutely, we'd go on it time and time again. After the tram tour, we walked around the visitor center area a bit more before heading to an airboat tour. Growing up in Florida, I always have wanted to go on one of these, but I've never gotten the chance, so today was the day. Our airboat tour guide was hysterical and made the experience really, really great. After our airboat ride, we went to Publix to grab some pub subs and drove to the most southern part of Everglades National Park. See you next time, Florida!